In all base driver amplifier, AC collector voltage is 180 degree out of phase with AC base voltage. The encapsulation of transistor is necessary for mechanical ruggedness. The cascade amplifier is a multi-stage configuration of CE-CB. Three identical amplifiers with each one having a voltage gain of 50, input resistance of 1 kΩ and output resistance of 250 are cascaded. The open circuit voltage gain of combined amplifier is 98 decibel. An amplifier using an op-amp with slew rate SR is equal to 1 volt per microsecond has a gain of 40 decibel. If this amplifier is to faithfully amplify sinusoidal signal from DC to 20 kHz without introducing any slew rate induced distortion, then the input signal level must do not exceed 95 mV. NPN-BJT has GM 38 mV ampere, CM10 for and DC current gain beta is not is equal to 90. For this transition, FT is equal to FBR. FT is equal to 1.47 cross 10 Hz and F beta is equal to 1.7 cross 8 Hz. The MOSFET switch in its on state may be considered equivalent to capacitor. If a 0.98 ICO 6 microampere and IP is equal to 100 microampere for a transistor, then the value of IC will be 5.2 milliampere. In a common emitter, unbypassed resistor provides negative voltage feedback. A differential amplifier has a differential gain of 20,000 CMRR is equal to S decibel. The common mode gain is given by 2. MOSFET can be used a voltage control capacitor. Which of the following amplifier circuit using junction transistor has the best gain? Common emitter. The horizontal intercept of DC load line is the same as ideal cutoff point. In a CB amplifier, the maximum efficiency could be 25%. Introducing a resistor in the emitter of a common amplifier stabilizes the DC operating point against variation in both temperature and beta. The most commonly used amplifier in simple and hold circuit is a unity gain inverting amplifier. In a full wave rectifier using two ideal diodes VDC and VM are the DC and peak value of the voltage respectively across the resistive load. If PIV is the peak inverse voltage of the diode, then the appropriate relationship for this rectifier is VDC is equal to 2VM divided by pi, PIV is equal to 2VM. The action of JFET in its equivalent circuit can be represented as voltage control current source. Generally, the gain of transistor amplifier falls at a high frequency due to the internal capacitance of the device. The current gain of bipolar transistor drops at high frequency because of transistor capacitance. Negative feedback in any amplifier reduces gain. Class A-B operation is often used in power large signal amplifier in order to overcome a crossover distortion. An N-channel JFET has IDS is equal to 2 mA and VP is equal to -4 volt. Its transconductance GM in the effective channel length of a MOSFET in a saturation decreases with increase in drain voltage. The differential amplifier is invariably used in the input stage of all op-amps. This is done basically to provide the op-amps with a very high slew rate. An op-amp has a slew rate of 5 volt per microsecond. The largest sine wave output voltage possible at a frequency of 1 MHz is 552 volt. A source follower using an FET usually has a voltage gain which is greater than plus so. The early effect in a bipolar junction transistor is caused by large corrector base reverse bias. In an op-amp differentiator, the amplitude of output is proportional to rate of change of input. In delivering AC equivalent circuit for an amplifier circuit, we short circuit all capacitor. When a transistor is connected in common emitter mode, it will have medium input resistance and high input resistance. In a transistor, leakage current mainly depends on temperature. Voltage series feedback, also called series shunt feedback, results in increase in impedance and decrease in output impedance. To prevent ADC return between source and load, it is necessary to use capacitor between source and load. The current gain of a BJT is GMR2. An ideal op-amp is an ideal current controlled voltage source. An amplifier without feedback has a voltage gain of 50, input resistance of 1 kilo ohm, output resistance of 2.25 kilo ohm. The input resistance of the current shunt negative feedback is in the above amplifier with the feedback factor of 0.2 is 1 by 11 kilo ohm. In the differential voltage gain, the common mode voltage gain of differential amplifier are 40 decibel and 2 decibel respectively. Then its common mode rejection ratio is 40 decibel. A sus type op-amp has a gain bandwidth product of 1 MHz. A non-inverting amplifier using this op-amp and having voltage gain of 20 decibel will exhibit 3 decibel bandwidth of 100 kHz. A DC power supply has no load voltage of 30 volt and a full load voltage of 5 volt at full load current of 5 amp. Its output resistance and load regulation respectively are purchase of and 20%. Most of the linear ICs are based on the two transistor differential amplifier because of its high CMRR. The bandwidth of an RF tuned amplifier is dependent on Q factor of the tuned output circuit. A constant current signal across a parallel RLC circuit gives an output of 1.4 volt at the signal frequency of 3.9 kHz and 4.1 kHz. At the frequency of 4 kHz, the output voltage will be 2 volt. In a PN junction diode under reverse bias, the magnitude of electric field is maximum at the PN junction. A change in the value of the emitter resistance Ra in the differential amplifier affects the common mode gain AC. Thermal run away is not possible in FET because as the temperature of FET increases, the mobility decreases. Which of the following is not associated with a PN junction channel length modulation?